G'day, legends. We're heading back to the desert.
Planet Arrakis is so beautiful when the sun is low. Rolling over the sands. You can see spice in the air.
No, not that desert. This one's got a little more cage fighting, a little less sandworm. UFC 321 goes down live from Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. This card is absolutely stacked, and the fans at Abu Dhabi always bring the noise. Expect an electric crowd, wild finishes, and some serious heat under that Middle Eastern sun. Now let's talk about the big boys. Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane for the undisputed heavyweight title. Aspinall comes in with that trademark speed and precision you don't often see in the heavyweight division. He's crisp on the feet, lightning quick with his combinations, and his ground game is seriously underrated. If he gets top control, it's usually game over.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Then we've got Cyril Gane, one of the smoothest strikers in the heavyweight division. Fluid footwork, clean angles, and that technical kickboxing base that makes him hard to hit. You can bet he's coming in hungry to prove he's the best heavyweight in the world. No matter how this one plays out, we're in for a heavyweight masterclass. Two elite athletes, both chasing the biggest prize in the game. And the winner might just become the Kwiatkowski Haderach of the division, unleashing a reign of dominance across the heavyweight landscape. If you're enjoying the breakdowns, smash that like, hit subscribe, and run with the Husky pack. And remember to stay husky. Kicking off the card in the women's strawweight division, Jaqueline Amorim taking on Mizuki Inoue. Jaqueline looks to push the pace with her grappling, taking Mizuki to the mat and keeping relentless pressure. She'll rain down ground and pound while hunting for openings. If Inoue exposes an arm or a neck, Jaqueline can lock in a slick submission. Even if the finish doesn't come, her control and clean striking from the top should be enough to earn the rounds. Mizuki, on the other hand, will try to keep the fight standing using movement and sharp counters to pick apart Jaqueline. If she can avoid takedowns and land crisp strikes, she could sneak a TKO or ride her volume to a decision. But Jaqueline's pressure and grappling make it tough for Inoue to dictate the fight. Give me Jaqueline Amorim by submission.
Having a good time, having a good time. Shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger.
In the flyweight division, we have Azat Maksum taking on Mitch Raposo. Azat is a heavy-handed striker who will look to keep the fight standing and impose his pace. He'll try to land powerful combinations early, testing Mitch's defense and timing. If he connects cleanly, he can hurt Mitch and possibly finish the fight with his strikes. Mitch, on the other hand, is dangerous if he can weather the early storm. He's a calculated fighter who can counter and exploit mistakes. He has the tools to push the fight to later rounds. If he avoids damage and finds rhythm, Mitch could wear Azat down or look for a submission if the fight hits the mat. Give me Azat Maksum by KO.
We are the business to do.
In the heavyweight division, we have Chris Barnett taking on Hamdy Abdul-Wahab. Chris wins by turning it into a striking match where he keeps Hamdy at distance, forcing wild exchanges with his power and creativity, and he can end things with a spinning strike or big overhand. Hamdy wins by closing the distance fast, chaining takedowns, keeping Barnett on his back with his wrestling pressure and top control to wear him down. And constant ground and pound opens up either a KO or a clean decision. Give me Hamdy Abdul-Wahab by KO. In the featherweight division, we have Jose Delgado taking on Nathaniel Wood. Jose wins by turning up the pressure from the opening bell. If he keeps the fight standing and uses his speed and lands sharp combinations or well-timed power shots, he can overwhelm Wood and finish the fight with a knockout. Nathaniel wins by staying composed, using distance management, and mixing strikes with level changes or clinch work. If he controls the pace and avoids heavy exchanges, he can outpoint Delgado over 3 rounds. Give me Jose Delgado by knockout. In the heavyweight division, we have Valter Walker taking on Louie Sutherland. Walker wins by taking the fight to the ground and using his grappling to control Sutherland. If he secures top position and works his submissions, he can force a tap and finish the fight. For Louie to win, he'll want to be keeping the fight standing, using movement and counters to frustrate Walker. If he avoids being taken down and lands sharp strikes, he can win rounds or sneak a stoppage. Give me Valter Walker by submission. In the lightweight division, we have Abdul-Kareem Al-Selwady taking on Matheus Camilo. Selwady thrives when he dictates the tempo. He's composed, technical, and smart at blending his striking with well-timed takedowns. His best path is to pressure Camilo early, keep the exchanges clean, and mix in clinch control or level changes to wear him down. If he gets top position, his control and ground IQ can secure rounds or even open up a submission window late. Camilo's danger lies in chaos. He's explosive, unpredictable, and deadly in transitions. If he can keep the fight on the feet and make it a brawl, his power and forward pressure can overwhelm Al-Selwady. He wins by forcing firefights, landing heavy counters, and not allowing his opponent to settle into rhythm. Al-Selwady is more measured, durable over 3 rounds, and likely to control where the fight takes place. Camilo will have moments, especially early, but Al-Selwady's composure and game planning edge should earn him the nod on the scorecards. Give me Abdul-Kareem Al-Selwady by decision.
So like relax, I'm spilling these raps long as...
In the lightweight division, we have Matheus Rębecki taking on Ľudovít Klein. Rębecki is a relentless pressure fighter who thrives in grappling, suffocating battles. He can overwhelm Klein by constantly closing distance, chaining takedowns, and mauling him on the mat. If he gets the inside and keeps Klein back to the fence, his wrestling and top control can completely dictate the pace. He wins by dragging Klein into deep waters, outworking him over 3 rounds, or finding a late finish through attrition. Klein's path is through precision and timing. He's sharp, powerful, composed, especially in his boxing combinations and counters. If he can stay off the cage and manage distance and punish Rębecki's entries with straight shots, he can either knock him down or force him to hesitate on takedowns. His best chance is to keep it standing, use lateral movement, and land clean, damaging shots early. Rębecki's pressure will make it competitive, but Klein's striking accuracy, takedown defense, and composure should allow him to outland Rębecki and keep the fight where he's most comfortable, on the feet. Expect a close, gritty fight, but Klein edges it with cleaner work and better cage control. Give me Ľudovít Klein by decision. In the middleweight division, we have Ikram Aliskerov taking on Young Park. Aliskerov is explosive and precise, a dangerous blend of power striking and world-class sambo. He wins by keeping Park guessing, mixing heavy hands with sudden level changes. If he lands early, his finishing instincts are relentless. He can also shoot under Park's pressure, control from top position, and land damaging ground and pound. His path is to dictate pace, explode with intent, and not let Park drag him into long grinding exchanges. Park's route is through volume and control. He's a pressure machine who thrives in the clinch and against the cage, wearing opponents down with constant activity and short-range strikes. If he can survive Aliskerov's early bursts, he can take over late with pace, cage control, and cardio, especially if he turns it into a gritty, dragging fight where Aliskerov slows down. Park is durable, but Aliskerov's speed and precision in the opening exchanges should be enough. Expect him to find a clean power shot early, possibly off a counter or a setup off a jab, ending it before Park can settle into rhythm. Give me Ikram Aliskerov by knockout. In the lightweight division, we have Nasrat Haqparast versus Quinlan Salagrad. Nasrat is polished, powerful, and patient. He wins by controlling the range, landing sharp boxing combinations, and keeping the fight at his preferred tempo. His jab and counter left are key. If he keeps Salagrad at the end of his punches and avoids getting drawn into wild exchanges, he can chip away and dominate on the scorecards. Mixing in occasional clinch work will help neutralize Salagrad's rhythm too. Salagrad is fast, unpredictable, and creative on the feet. His best path is to disrupt Nasrat's rhythm. Feints, move constantly, and throw from odd angles. He can afford to stand in front of Nasrat instead. He wins by standing mobile, landing sneaky kicks and counters, and making it messy. If he keeps Nasrat uncomfortable and guessing, he can steal rounds with activity and pressure. Salagrad will have flashes of success with his speed and movement, but Nasrat's precision, power, and composure should carry the fight. Expect a technical striking battle when Nasrat's fundamentals and cleaner shots earn him a convincing decision win. Give me Nasrat Haqparast by decision.
To speak, pussy you sour, never giving credit where it's due because you don't like pussy in power. Venom.
In the light heavyweight division, we'll have Alexander Rakic versus Azat Mirzakhanov. Rakic is technical, precise striker, and he thrives on distance control, crisp combinations and timing, picking opponents apart while avoiding dangerous exchanges. His best path to victory is outpointing his opponents over the rounds, using movement and striking accuracy to dominate without taking unnecessary risks. Azat is a heavy-hitting, aggressive striker. He looks to pressure opponents, cut off the cage, and land big power shots early. His path to victory is overwhelming Rakic with power, likely aiming for a knockout in the first or second round. Give me Azat Mirzakhanov by knockout. In the heavyweight division, we have Alexander Volkov taking on Jaqueline Almeida. Volkov is tall, rangy striker with a kickboxing background, and he thrives with distant control, long-range strikes, and patience. His best path to victory is to keep the fight at striking range, picking apart Almeida with kicks and jabs and straight punches. He's dangerous at any moment, but often prefers to control rounds methodically rather than just rush for a finish. Almeida is a powerful, aggressive grappler with strong wrestling base. His path to victory is to close the distance, take Volkov down, and control him on the ground, looking for ground and pound or a submission. He thrives on pressure and relentless forward movement, which can disrupt Volkov's striking rhythm. Give me Jaqueline Almeida by submission.
Coming to me.
In the bantamweight division, we have Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Batista. Umar wins by blending sharp striking with dominant grappling control. He dictates range with kicks, times his takedowns perfectly, and maintains top pressure. He can neutralize Mario's offense and rack up rounds on the scorecards. Mario wins by stuffing takedowns and keeping a high output on the feet. He can make Umar uncomfortable in the striking exchanges and stop him from settling with rhythm. He could steal rounds with activity and pressure. Give me Umar Nurmagomedov by decision.
Somehow she never wins. She grabs a stick of glass.
And in the co-main event of the championship match in the strawweight division, Verana Jandiroba taking on Mackenzie Dern. Verana is a world-class Brazilian jiu-jitsu specialist, and her path to victory would be taking the fight to the ground early, establishing control, and looking for submissions from top or back control. She thrives when she can dictate the pace and force her opponent into grappling exchanges. Mackenzie is also a submission specialist with elite jiu-jitsu credentials, but she's adapted her game to UFC striking and can mix in takedowns effectively. Her path to victory is through smart, controlled rounds, using her grappling and experience to score consistently, neutralizing Verana's attempts to dominate. Expect a tactical round-by-round battle where Mackenzie's experience and composure give the edge over 5 rounds. Give me Mackenzie Dern by decision. And in the main event of the heavyweight division, we have Tom Aspinall taking on Cyril Gane. Tom wins by exploding forward early, using his speed advantage to overwhelm Cyril with fast, powerful combinations. If he catches Cyril before he settles into his rhythm, a clean right hand or follow-up barrage could finish the fight in spectacular fashion. Cyril wins by keeping distance, using his jab and footwork to stay safe, and countering Tom's aggression. He can control the range and avoid early danger. His precision striking could pick Tom apart over time. Give me Tom Aspinall by KO.
So I'll put